So as you get into the game, leveling up is a huge priority. You want to try and get levels as much as you can, and getting from level 1 to level 2 is absolutely huge. Depending on the character that you're playing, you can almost double your health stat when you do this. Some of the classes, depending on what they are, won't be quite double. They might be like a 30% increase or a 40% increase in health, and others are closer to 80%. But this one level from 1 to 2 is absolutely huge. So your first objective when you load into a map should be kill a couple of enemies really quickly, find a site of grace, and get to level 2 before trying to take on anything substantial, because this can improve your survivability drastically. Additionally, you need to make sure to level up as you play through the map, and so anytime you clear an area or clear a boss, use the site of grace to level up, and make sure you run by site of graces as you're making your way through the game, because they will replenish your flasks, they'll heal you and stuff like that. So there's absolutely no reason not to run by one close enough if you see it in your peripheral view. So keep an eye out for site of graces, try and get that first level as soon as you can, and remember to level up as you play. The next thing is that you want to prioritize churches as much as possible in order to get more flasks to heal you, because when you go to the churches, it will increase your flask count, and this is really important to success in boss battles. The more heals you have, the more likely it is that you will survive these fights. So anytime you can go to 2 objectives, if they're the same distance away, if one of them is a church, you should always head to the church. And if the church is just past another objective, you might want to clear that objective first and then hit the church afterward. I don't recommend just skipping that objective if it's an easy one. But you definitely want to prioritize churches in order to upgrade your flask count, because as you go into the end of the second day, into the third day, you probably want to have at least 6 or 7 flasks, or you might have a difficult time with the boss. Another really good tip is that you should probably avoid easy enemies whenever possible, except, as I mentioned earlier at the very beginning of a run, clearing a couple enemies really quickly can wipe them out and get you a level or 2. Or in instances when you can use like Guardian's Ultimate or Iron Eye's Ultimate to just wipe out a bunch of easy enemies quickly, that can be a great source of experience, or maybe some dropped items if you have Iron Eye in your group. You can save yourself a lot of time, allowing you to get to more bosses, more forts, more locations that are going to give you more XP and better rewards by skipping enemies that you see, unless you can kill them quickly. So try not to take on easy enemies unless you need like just a little bit more XP to level up, or you can just wipe them out quickly. Otherwise you spend a lot of time fighting them and you don't get as much reward as you would fighting bosses.